You won't believe what Vivziepop just revealed about Helluva Boss Season 3 and Hazbin Hotel in the so future.
What is the release date for the Hazbin Season 2 trailer?
From secret projects to emotional moments, I collect everything for you. Let's dive into the new answers fans are losing their mind over. At the Level Up event, the first fan was so nervous. She literally froze in front of the actors. But respect, she posted truth and asked an amazing questions. Let's see what happened.
Now that Amazon is going to be airing Helluva Boss alongside has no talk. What the? Sorry. So now that Helluva Boss is going to be alongside Hazbin Hotel, I know that some of you have characters in Hazbin as well as Helluva. So without spoiling anything, how do you think your characters that you voice in Hazbin would fare with some of your characters in Helluva Boss?
I'm gonna say so. So basically, what you're asking is, what Hazbin character would you pair with your Helluva Boss character?
No, that's not what I asked.
Yeah, just like hang out with. Who do you get along best with?
Okay, but your character that you voice in Helluva Boss, how do you think they would fare in a day with the character you voice in Hazbin?
She asked what would happen if the characters of Helluva Boss and Hazbin Hotel actually meet. And oh my god, the answers were gold.
I think Luna, Charlie could teach Luna a little bit about just choosing happiness, you know?
Well, I agree with her. Charlie always happy while Luna seems to be sad and don't care all the time. Charlie's happiness and Luna's sadness clashing. That would be hilarious and emotional at the same time. Charlie could definitely teach Luna some joy. Imagine the chaos. But I couldn't agree more with Faye's voice actor and what he said.
So I can answer this because I've been both shows too, Brandon. I probably would have gather around children. I would probably have Fizz and Penchus sort of hang out and maybe I think they would talk about their likes and dislikes, and I think they would get along fairly good. I think that Penchus would have a lot of warm feelings about Fizz. I'm trying to be so nuanced about the answer, and it's not working. It was meant to be funny. Sorry.
He said that Fizz from Helluva Boss, when he meet Pences from Hazbin Hotel, they would party together. And honestly, it fits perfectly. Fizz is pure fun and Pences is pure chaos. Best do confirm it. Then another fan asked the cutest question ever to Moxxie actor.
One for Richard, but then for everybody else too, because we know that Richard is your very amazing voice director, and you guys usually act opposite of you, Richard. So my question is, I know you mentioned before that you love voicing Sir Penchus, but specifically on Helluva Boss, who is your favorite character besides Moxxie to voice when you're doing opposite? Whose lines are really fun to say?
She asked Moxxie what other character would you love to voice if you could. This was his answer that made people laugh.
Well, I like this to, yes, I like to do Brandon. Brandon's very shut your tits. Shut your tits.
Shut your tit holes.
Shut your tit holes.
I know it. The answer, Bledsoe. Of course, who doesn't love Brandon Roger's energy? Iconic. If you love Blitz, so smash that like button fast. And the same fan asked this.
And then can I ask a really quick follow-up question? That's is that for other people, when you guys are recording opposite Richard, who do you really love his impression of? Who does he do a good voice of?
She asked if Blitz's chaotic personality is real in the regular life. And bro, he said this.
He does a great blitz.
He does a great
Yes,
blitz.
he
You
does,
do.
yeah. They need to, it's like the cat's butthole cut, like release the Horvitz cut.
Release the Horvitz cut.
Yes.
Release the Horvitz cut, everyone!
Yes, Blitz is Blitz 24 hours straight. He lives in that role in his life. Next, another fan asked a more serious question, and it made me respect the entire cast even more.
Hi there. So for the voice actors and also for Richard Horvitz, for the voice director.
Whatever Richard is.
So when you're doing a lot of the heavier, more like scenes where it's a lot of like upset feelings, a lot of like yelling, how do you get into that headspace of for that kind of emotion? And Richard, how do you direct that kind of scene?
Good question. One thing that I always talk about is very quickly, we are like the same people in serious situations as we are in comical situations.
Yeah.
The situation is what we focus on. So when I direct, I just set the situation, like say for Brandon, I go, you know what? You can't relate to him because you think of it only as sex, but he's blah, blah, blah. And I set the playground, and I've never had to give a line reading to anyone on here because they are amazing actors. Their instincts are spot on. So my job is honestly very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just to answer the emotional thing, sometimes you can feel it, but if you're not feeling it, we're all performers, so we have to, it doesn't matter if we feel it, it's really about you, it's about the impact. So sometimes it really is choreography of the voice, you know?
Yeah.
It's not always something you have to feel, because I think if we did that, we would be miserable. You know,
Yeah.
so if we have to bring that actual emotion to the thing, I think we would genuinely be upset. So
Yeah.
it is nice to know that we can kind of
agree.
switch hats around. It's healthier.
You can feel that the Helluva Boss actors love what they do. That's why the show is so full of heart. Now, here comes the craziest question that made all people laugh.
Quick and to the point, if your character, all of you, if your character was a fruit product, what would they be?
I already am. Thank God we got to that one.
He said if the characters were products, what would they be? Let's hear the hilarious answers.
Thank God we got to that one. Tacos. All right, go fast. We've been waiting for this question.
I like the fruit product.
You said food product?
No, fruit product.
Fruit product. Oh, okay, thank God. Yes. Black cherry. Yeah, apricot preserves.
I don't know, I'm feeling strawberry for Luna.
Fruit roll-up.
Cherry cheesecake.
Richard Simmons.
Honestly, this is peak fandom energy, random, weird, and hilarious. But then Blitz himself asked the most random question. What would you do if you spent a whole day with your character? But let's stop for a second. Tell me in the comments if you had a sense what the character you want to be for a whole day. Now, let's back. The answers of the actors was insane.
Alex, what are you spending the day doing with Fizz? I'm gonna go to a theme park, and because Fizz and I, you know, it's like we could probably have a really nice time on some roller coasters. I think that after that we would go to the Olive Garden, and then because when you're there, you're family. And so, and he's very family oriented. And I think after that, I think that would be a lot for the day. I feel like it was a sunny day, so I'm like, we're very tired from the sun. And answer. James, a day with Ozzy. What are you guys doing?
I'm pretty sure Ozzy and I would start the day off, see as many Broadway shows as we could, probably hit a comic book shop, then we go to Red Lobster. I understand your family, but if you look at on a Friday night, on a date night, all the black people are usually at Red Lobster. So, it'd be me and Ozzy at Red Lobster. Then we probably find a karaoke bar and just start singing old R&B songs together. You know, just all the way from, you know, the 80s Temptations all the way to the 90s, and come up with Boys to Men, just do all that shit. And then we go home and, you know, probably turn on some soft, sexy music and, you know, see where we can go next.
Especially Stola's answer. I can't even explain. You have to see it yourself.
Bryce, a day out with Stolas, and do keep in mind you're paying.
The theme of the day would be therapy. We would start with some retail therapy. Find him some new fits. Then we would go to talk therapy.
I'd let him talk, and I'd listen. And then we would go to the spa. We'd get preened. We'd get his feathers preened. We'd be at the spa. And then we'd go out for some dinner therapy. Which is just dinner. Good dinner that I would pay for. It wouldn't need to be that good, actually, considering the cooking he's currently dealing with.
This panel of cocksuckers is out to get me. I swear to God.
Listen, and sure, with the proper consent, maybe some sexual therapy.
I really like when Blitz and Stolas start fights against each other. It's really fun, like the show actually. Then there was a kid who wanted to know the season 2 of Hazbin Hotel trailer, but Vivziepop just said that.
You can just like say which month, but what is the release date for the Hazbin Season 2 trailer?
Can't answer that. Wrong panel. Next.
Thank you, Kian.
The entire question and answer showed how much the cast loves Helluva Boss. They are not just actors, they live these characters. And I can't wait for the Helluva Boss and Hazbin Hotel new seasons. And to know more about Helluva Boss and Hazbin Hotel seasons that will come, so go and watch that video.